It's 7 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Time for a look at the news. It's a Wednesday, the 21st day of March for 2018. In the news for today, the Ione City Council voted to start repairs of city streets, asked hard questions of ACRA, and reviewed the city budget, all during last night's meeting. The council approved putting out to bid a contract for the resurfacing of Sutter Lane from Highway 104 to Shakely Lane. The project will be partially paid for with money from SB 1, which raised the statewide gas tax. The city will receive $44,000 from the new gas tax this year and expects that amount to grow to $134,000 per year going forward. Work on the project is expected to start in June. The council also reviewed a proposed change to the Amador County Recreation Agency governing agreement. The new document makes financial support from the ACRA member agencies, such as Ione, mandatory rather than voluntary. Council members questioned ACRA's arrangement with the school district, which does not pay population-based fees, and ACRA receiving in-kind donations from the county government, such as lawyer services. Consideration of the item was continued to a future meeting. And finally, the council reviewed the city's budget now midway through the fiscal year. City revenues and expenses were generally in line with projections, with fees from building services up due to increased home construction.
Well, 2 in-home healthcare workers recently pled guilty in 2 separate cases of elder abuse in Amador County. According to the Amador County District Attorney's Office, the first defendant, Melissa Mendoza, worked as an in-home healthcare worker in the home of a 79-year-old man who was legally blind and needed services for day-to-day living. Mendoza was hired to do cleaning and chores for the victim, but instead stole several $1,000s in cash from the victim over a period of 4 months. Now, in the second case, the defendant, Shaylee Scott, worked as an in-home healthcare worker for a 91-year-old World War II Navy veteran who also relied on help of others for basic daily needs. Scott was entrusted to use the victim's credit card to purchase groceries, lunches, and other required items. However, she also used the card to take cash advances and pay her own bills without his permission. Both women pled guilty in the 2 separate cases. Now, elder or dependent abuse is the abuse of someone at least 65 years of age or older, a dependent adult with physical or mental disabilities that prevent or hinder normal daily activities. Help is available for victims of elder or dependent adults. Help is available for victims of elder and dependent adult abuse through the Amador County District Attorney's Victim Witness Assistance Program.
And the SEIU United Healthcare Workers Union has announced that a new agreement has been reached, which will impact 15,000 Dignity Health workers across California, including those at Mark Twain Medical Center. The new contract maintains employer-paid family health care, which had been a key point of contention during negotiations. In addition, workers will receive 13% raises spread over 5 years, a 1% bonus in the second year, and Dignity will maintain its defined benefit pension program. The new contract will run through April 30th, 2023. And
a dispute at a registered Calaveras County commercial medical marijuana grow site ended in the arrest of a suspect for making death threats. According to Calaveras Sheriff Office, deputies were called to the site on Teresa Trail and Railroad Flat, where a 30-year-old male reported he went to the grow site to speak with the suspect, Ann Dillon, with whom he had a civil issue regarding the marijuana operation. He told deputies he honked his horn outside the gate in an attempt to get her attention and speak with her. Dillon then appeared near the gate and, while pointing a rifle at him, threatened to shoot. She was subsequently arrested for felony criminal threats with intent to terrorize and a misdemeanor count of brandishing a firearm replica when officials determined the gun was actually a BB gun.
And a special town hall meeting on school safety and violence prevention has been called for this Thursday evening in San Andreas. Education officials, the sheriff, and a behavioral health leader will speak at the forum beginning at 5 p.m. in the Calaveras High School Performing Arts Center. The panel of speakers will include Sheriff Rick DeBasilio, Calaveras Unified School District Superintendent Mark Campbell, Calaveras County Superintendent of Schools Scott Nanick, and Behavioral and Mental Health Deputy Director David Sackman. The evening will be centered around how the county, the school district, and the sheriff's office are working together to keep children safe in the community and schools. Those in attendance will learn about current local strategies, have a chance to ask questions, and build focus groups aimed at helping children. The meeting is open to the public. A similar type meeting is tentatively being planned for Angels Camp later this spring.
And it's official.
We are sorry to share the news that due to the unusual weather that we have experienced this spring, we will not be opening Daffodil Hill this year. Since the end of February, we have had rain, hail, and snow nearly every week, which has not been kind to our flowers, and we want our visitors to have the very best experience at the hill. To all of you that have been waiting to visit, we hope to see you next spring.
Well, each year, the Ryans and their extended family host thousands of visitors at the hill. In addition to enjoying the flowers, many of those visitors also shop local stores, visit our wineries and great restaurants, all helping to boost the local economy. This year, the Ryan family started in early fall, planting more than 15,000 bulbs. And with the warm weather in February, the bulbs began blooming, and an early opening had been planned. But with the recent harsh weather, the early flowers are gone. The ones that are up are badly damaged.
And that is a look at local news on this Gold Country Wednesday morning. From the KVGC News Center,
I'm JD.
and I'm Jim Geedy reporting.